Between 2017 and 2022, something wild happened in China's sportswear market. For years, Nike and Adidas dominated. Their logos weren't just brands, they were badges of modern success. But then, a local underdog pulled ahead. Anta, once seen as a budget shoe brand from a small Chinese city, exploded into a 15 billion yuan powerhouse, beating Nike and Adidas at their own game. And it didn't happen by accident. In the 90s and early 2000s, Nike and Adidas ruled China's streets. Their global stars, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, weren't just athletes, they were icons. Wearing those brands meant you were leveling up. You weren't just buying sneakers, you were buying ambition. Local brands, they didn't stand a chance. Anta, Li-Ning, 361 Degrees, they sold practical, low-cost shoes mostly in smaller cities. Affordable? Yes. Aspirational? Not even close. But China was changing. A new generation wanted brands that understood them, not just copied Western trends. Social platforms like WeChat, Douyin, and Weibo gave local names direct access to millions. And with rising national pride, people started asking, why buy foreign to feel successful? Anta saw it coming, and they moved fast. Anta started in 1991 in Xinjiang, China's shoe manufacturing hub. Founder Ding Shizong hustled early, literally going to Beijing markets with 600 pairs of shoes his dad made, just trying to get a foot in the door. Anta's early strategy? Keep costs low, target smaller cities, and grow fast using the local supply chain. But Ding didn't just want scale, he wanted respect. By the early 2000s, Anta did something rare for a budget brand. It opened its R&D center. Then came a turning point. Anta signed table tennis champ Kong Linghui for a national TV ad. Suddenly, people saw Anta as more than cheap. It was becoming credible. In 2007, Anta went public on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, raising $2.6 billion. The funds supercharged their marketing, product innovation, and most importantly, their ambition. But success hit a wall. After the 2008 Olympics, the sportswear market crashed. Anta had overproduced, sales dropped, and the brand got stuck with a low-end image. Warehouses overflowed. Over 600 stores shut down. Most brands would retreat. Ding doubled down. He moved Anta from a wholesaler to a direct-to-consumer (DTC) model. It gave the company tighter control over design, pricing, and customer data, exactly what they needed as China's middle class began spending more and expecting better. Then Anta made its boldest move yet. In 2009, Anta bought the rights to Fila in China, Hong Kong, and Macau. At the time, Fila was fading globally. But Anta didn't just use it as a side brand. They rebuilt Fila into a premium lifestyle name for upscale Chinese consumers. The strategy worked fast. Fila became more profitable than Anta's core brand. It proved Anta could manage multi-tiered brands, just like Nike manages Jordan or Converse. And it set the stage for something even bigger. As China's cultural pride grew, Anta leaned into it hard. Nike and Adidas kept running global campaigns. Anta started putting Chinese heritage front and center, designing shoes inspired by dragons, dynasties, and local icons. This wasn't just marketing, it was a power move. While foreign brands tried to localize with shallow gestures, Anta lived and breathed Chinese identity. It became part of a movement, Guoqiao, where buying local meant showing pride, not settling. By 2024, Anta controlled 23% of China's sportswear market. Adidas, down to 8.7%. Nike, also shrinking. But Anta's goal isn't just winning in China. Ding wants to build a global sportswear empire, the LVMH of performance brands. And the foundation? A company you might not have heard of, Amer Sports. In 2019, Anta led a 4.6 billion euro acquisition of Amer, picking up Arc'teryx, Salomon, Wilson, and more. All trusted names across North America and Europe. Smart move. Instead of pushing the Anta name abroad where it still sounds foreign, they used established Western brands to quietly expand. Amer's IPO success proved it worked. In 2024, Anta entered the US basketball scene, starting with partnerships with Dick's Sporting Goods and Foot Locker. Then came the game changer, Kyrie Irving. After parting ways with Nike, Irving signed with Anta, not just as an endorser but as chief creative officer for basketball. His KY collection exploded in popularity. And suddenly, Anta wasn't just a Chinese brand trying to fit in. It was part of the culture. Anta is pouring billions into global R&D, launching tech like Nitro Edge and Ice Skin, aiming to move from made in China to designed in China. Its expansion into Southeast Asia, Europe, and the Middle East is already underway. And by 2030, Anta wants to be recognized as a top global sportswear leader, not just a local champion. Anta didn't win by outspending Nike or copying Adidas. It outmaneuvered them by embracing culture, owning distribution, acquiring smartly, and building brands that actually connect. For rising brands in any industry, The blueprint is clear: play local, think global, and lead with identity.